Hi there, it's Justin Lubino with Senior Advisors, and you may be watching this video if you received an email recommendation from us regarding your Part D analysis, and you may have higher prescription costs, or specifically if you've reached the donut hole of Part D. You may be watching this video to better understand your report that we sent you and the recommendation we sent you. So this is an example of someone who happens to have a higher cost drug, and they received a recommendation from us. The subject line will say the plan year, the Part D recommendation, your name, and the plan that's being recommended for Part D, in this case the SilverScript choice. There's also an attachment, in this case for Jane Doe, assuming that's the person's name, which has more detail about the Part D recommendation and the drug costs for this individual. The email itself, and we're going to open the attachment in a minute, but the email will say your Part D recommendation. Thank you for submitting your prescription information. We've completed your analysis using the tool available on Medicare.gov, which analyzes 20 plus Part D plans available to determine the most cost-effective plan. And we look at the premium plus the drug costs, and we look for the least expensive plan. You can watch this video here. There's a link in your email to a video that explains how we use the tool on Medicare's website for picking the right Part D plan. In your case, the most cost-effective plan is the SilverScript choice. In this particular example we're looking at. Your case may be different, but in this example it's the SilverScript choice with $34.30 per month and a zero deductible. A brief summary is below and the detailed report is attached. So we're going to open the report in a minute. The summary says your projected annual costs, that's your premium of $34 plus your drugs at the pharmacy, is $5,745. So that's obviously a high number. We'll show you why in the report that we open up. But this person has one medication that's very expensive. It's Humira, which is over $3,000 a month retail cost. So that's why their drug cost is so high. This plan does not have a good mail order program for this drug, so it's over $7,000 if this person uses mail order for the drug. You're projected to reach the donut hole around month 1, so because of the cost of this drug, they will reach the donut hole in the first month, where the costs are going to increase to 35% for brand name and 44% for generics. In 2018, these are the values for the donut hole that you have to pay. This person will reach catastrophic coverage in the second month, where their costs drop to 5% for brand name and generic drugs. Here's a short video, a link if they wanted to watch to it, that explains how the Part D of Medicare works, and specifically an example with the Part D donut hole. So to get more information just about how this works, you can watch this short video on the Part D donut hole. This link will be in the email that gets sent to you when you get this recommendation. And here's a link to an article on 7 tips to save on prescription costs, another article we wrote to give some ideas on how you can save on your prescription medicines. Please let us know if you have any questions or you'd like us to start the application for the Part D plan. So that's the type of email with the information that you would get in the situation in which you are reaching the Part D donut hole. If you open up the actual report, we will walk through what this looks like for this particular individual. Just zoom in a little bit here on the window. But basically, the first page of the report is going to have the basic information that was entered, the zip code, the drug list ID, and the date in case you want to bring up the same drug list again in the future. You can do that on Medicare's website. The plan that was recommended, which was SilverScript choice. The monthly premium, which is $34.30 with the zero deductible. There was only one drug for this individual. It happens to be a very expensive drug, which is Humira. It's an injectable, 2 times the box of 1 solution, sold in a package of 2. So basically every month they get this box of 2 solutions, and that's the only medication. However, it's a very expensive medication, which is why the drug costs are so high. This table shows us the estimate of what you will pay for the entire year at CVS if you enroll in January. So that's a full 12 months. Be $5,745. If you enroll today, we ran this report in July, so this tells us from August to December it would be $37,880 at CVS for this one medication, and this also includes the premium for the Part D plan. If we jump back to the email quickly, we'll see those numbers. That $57.45 is what we have in the email. The $34.30 is the premium, and the zero deductible with the SilverScript choice. And if we go back to the report and keep scrolling down, the next table, estimated cost details at CVS, which happens to be a preferred pharmacy for this SilverScript Part D plan. So this table gets cut off a little bit, the top row here. But the first column is for the full cost of the drug. The second is the initial coverage level. So what do you pay until you reach the donut hole? And then once you reach the donut hole, it's also called the coverage gap. How much do you pay for that drug? And then once you reach catastrophic, which again this person is going to reach in their second month, they pay 5% the cost of the drug, which is still $246 per month. So this table will break down, again, for each one of your drugs, what the full cost is for that month's supply, the initial coverage level, the coverage gap, and then the catastrophic. So as you can see, the $4,900 retail cost exceeds the initial coverage level of Medicare. This year is $3,750. So they're exceeding that donut hole in the very first month they get this Humira drug. And by the second month, they're already into catastrophic coverage. So we're going to see that in the next table where it shows us when they reach the donut hole, which is the first month, how much they're projected to pay that first month. That's premium of $1,625 plus the $34 for their SilverScript Part D plan. And then the catastrophic coverage by the second month, they're already really, between the first and second month, they're reaching that catastrophic coverage, so their drug costs start to drop. And then by the third month, it's $280, which is the $246 for the Humira, plus the $34 in premium for the SilverScript choice. So if you add up all of these values, the $1,683, the $1,255, and the $280 for months 3 through 12, your total cost is going to be that $57.45 that was projected. And in this case, that's the least overall expense for all 5 plus of these Part D plans. This SilverScript choice came up as the least expensive for this individual. So that's a little bit about how to understand this report, how to read it for your situation. Obviously, your drug list and Part D plan may be different, but it should be the same format of the report so you can kind of figure out how much your drugs are going to cost for each of the months throughout the year. Then the reports repeat for the other pharmacy this person entered was Walgreens. So they wanted CVS and Walgreens estimates, and the numbers are actually pretty similar at Walgreens. So CVS was $57.45, and Walgreens is $57.52. So basically the same costs if you get the drugs at CVS or Walgreens for the year. And then after the Walgreens tables just repeat all the way through. And then the mail order pharmacy. So if you get the drugs through the mail order, there's another cost estimate here for 3 months supply, which is actually going to be more expensive than if you were to get them from Walgreens or CVS for this particular situation. So in this case, it looks like it was more cost effective to get the medication at the pharmacy. But the mail order table shows you if you get that 3 month supply in the first month, you're going to be paying almost $5,000. And then the second and third month, you're just paying the premium, the $34.30, because you got a 3 month supply via mail order. And then you're into catastrophic, where you're getting a 3 month supply for $736, and plus the $34 premium for the next month 4, 7, and 10. So that is how to understand this report for Part D recommendation, specifically for someone that reaches the donut hole. If you have any further questions, you can reach out to us at one of the phone numbers listed above, or you can go to our website to get more information. That's senior-advisors.com. And we hope this video was helpful, and we hope you have a great day. Thanks.